Okay, I appreciate those that take the time to write in today's date and follow it with the weather. Laura says, Himagnita Kuchaya Hashi Tomi. Aaron says, Kuchaya Libisha. Well, it was probably in the 50s when I came to work this morning. So it's not bad. It usually warms up more during the daytime, and I like that. Okay. I said we were going to stay in the last word that we looked at. Lawakatiumi. And then we had Katimikash. No, I guess we haven't had Katimikash, Katimikma yet. But I'm going to go back and bring forward those things that we learned, Natakata, Katome, and Lawakatiumi. I'm going to begin with 3 sentences for you to translate. Then we'll move on from there to pick up a little bit more, just to review before we pick up any more of these K words. Okay, just kind of moving these terms around a little bit. Isi katomi hash pinsato. Isi katomi hash pinsato. Nanta hosh abohama anta. Allah tik tuklomat kata pit haklo. Okay, if you'll send your answers. I'm sorry, your translations for these. We'll pick it up when we come back. I'm not going to give you time. It should be in pretty quick. Very good. While I'm waiting for more, I'm going to add 3 more sentences to what you already have sent in. Number 4, Tobi Humma Lawakatiumi Ishhoponi. And number 5, Anki Micha Sashkiat Nata Apatuk. And number 6, Kataosh Talawatuk. Again, I'm adding 3 more sentences. Have not received everyone's work yet, so I'm giving you 3 more. Tobi Humma Lawakatiumi Ishoponi. Anki Micha Sashkiat Nanta Apatuk. Katahosh Talawatuk. And always look at your words carefully. If you're not sure of something, then look it up. It's best to stop and give it a slight research than it is to misunderstand and have it incorrect. Okay, very good. Excuse me. I am seeing probably what I'm seeing is maybe a slight misunderstanding of the use of the word anta. Anta, that's a location word. And a lot of times, if you will think of how this is going to be the normal sounding English, that's what we want to do. That's how we want to make our translations and not make it so literal that it doesn't feel, have that natural feel. When we say it in English, it tends to get like some of the movies that you see when you, for instance, the word, we have the word for ocean is okatachito, and we don't call it big water, we call it ocean. So those are the kinds of things that we want to avoid in our translations, is to make it all sound like the natural English, and vice versa, the natural sounding Choctaw coming from English. So the first sentence was isi katohme hashpinsatok. Isi katohme hashpinsatok. We see this noun phrase right here, isi katohme. How many deer? We determine that katohme is going to ask for a specific number. How many? Katohme is asking how many. How many deer? And then the rest of the sentence, hashpinsatok. Hashpinsatok. You did see. You did see. We're going, when it's a question, you need to use the helping word, because in English, the helping word usually jumps to the front of the sentence. In this case, the question word comes at the beginning of the sentence. How many deer did you see? How many deer did you see? In the second sentence, Nantahosh abuhama anta. Nantahosh abuhama anta. Anta is the word that's going to take the place of the verb to be. Any form of the verb to be we don't have in Choctaw. But when we want to show that something is located somewhere, it's a location word, as well as showing where something is or that something is. Nantahosh abuha ma'anta. So Nanta is marked by hosh, which tells us this is the subject of the sentence. What is in that room? What is in that room? If you choose the word located, that's fine. It gives you an understanding of the term anta. What is in that room? Nantahosh abuha ma'anta. And this doesn't show a type of residence. This is going to indicate a more temporary location. Nantahosh abuha ma'anta. What is in that room? And this is making reference to something, a living thing, not things that, inanimate things like furniture that might be in that room. It's asking, anta is going to make indication towards something that's living. 3, alatik tuklo matkata pithaklo. Alatik tuklo matkata pithaklo. Alatik tuklo mat, those two girls. Those two girls. Kata is who or whom. Pithaklo. Kata is in the object position, so the proper term would be to whom are those two girls listening? To whom are those two girls listening? I know in English a lot of times, even though the rules, the grammar rules in English tell us that we shouldn't end a sentence in a preposition, we often do that. But to be proper in English, this would be the proper translation. To whom are those two girls listening? Alati tuklo matkata pithaklo. And pit is a direction particle that does not translate. 4, tobihuma lawakatilme ishoponi. Lawakatilme is asking how much. Lawakatilme is asking how much, not how many. I know my kids used to make jokes whenever I would be, excuse me, getting ready to cook beans. Well, I don't know how you all do it or how you all did it when your family, in your family, but we'd pour it out on the table, then we'd look for the bad ones and then take those out before we wash and get prepared the other ones to be cooked. The kids would say something about why am I counting the beans and that kind of thing. And this word doesn't ask for how many, it's asking for how much. Lawakatilme is asking how much. Tobihoma lawakatilme is shoponi. How much red beans are you cooking? And again, going back to what the book tells us about lawakatilme asking about something when it can't be counted. Number 5, Anki michasashkiet nanta apato. Anki michasashkiet nanta apato. What did mom and dad eat? Or what did dad and mom eat? 6, katahosh talowatuk. Katahosh talowatuk. Hosh tells us that kata is the subject of the sentence. Talowatuk was singing or sang, as long as you put it in the past tense. Always be mindful of the past tense marker in the sentences. If it's there, then you will need to translate your English accordingly. And if it's not there, then you can't make your English a past tense. Do you have any questions on these? Okay, next Monday is President's Day. It's a federal holiday. It's also a tribal holiday, but we will be here for class. I know some will not be here for various reasons, but we will have class on Monday. Okay, let's we're going to, I said that we would go into Katimikash and Katimikma, but I wanted to make sure that the understanding of the use of the previous words that we've studied are okay before we move on. So again, mark your page 52 for Katimikash, Katimikma. We'll pick up there when we come back on Monday. I keep thinking Monday's the 23rd for some reason. The 23rd is standing out in my mind because this weekend or the next weekend we'll be in Florida and Georgia. So put on your calendar that we will not have class on the 24th or the 27th. The 24th we will not have class, and the 27th we will not have class. So put that on your calendar. And y'all have a good weekend. I will see you on Monday. Chimisala chiki, Nikoki.